Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer. So, this is not, I had not realized, but this region getting, or this settlement getting raised means we don't control this region anymore, which means our proclamation fell off, which is annoying. Do we still want 20 growth, 2 obedience? Oh, 2 obedience is all of the obedience in the region, so maybe. If we could get the corruption down, it wouldn't be a big deal. I was thinking maybe we should get some more income, but I think we gotta stick with the public order for now. Sorry, the obedience. I've been playing a little bit as the vampires off camera. So there is in fact now a second Beastman army. Oh my god, I hate this Redhorn tribe so much. And who's the new horrible Beastman tribe? These guys? Okay, they're raiding Red Rock or Iron Rock right now, which isn't really a problem, but oh, we're not fast enough to catch that dude. His armies get to full move after he does combat. I think it might be related to the Lord specifically. Really, his Dragonback Slayers healed to full. There was only one of them alive at the end of the thing. Man, this dude is playing by a whole different set of rules than I am, and I'm frustrated by it. I want those rules. Okay, so we could push for this. I think we should. I think we should take this region over.
Yes, on it.
Plus, the way the region is constructed, I'll feel comfortable not having defensive buildings everywhere. Like, Varenka Hills is sort of like the most important. I guess Barak Var is also quite important. Because Barak Var is attackable by the Border Princes. Man. This sucks. Alright. Can we get close enough for a fight? We cannot engage in combat in normal movement. Well, we should go to normal movement anyway, so that if a fight does break out, we are, what do you call it? We aren't tired. I'm trying to move to a position where I'm sure that I'm in range for defenses. What's the garrison at Galbaraz look like? It's not that small. Alright, let's take a quick look. Ekrund needs 15,000 gold to enable us to hire more giants. I would love to have a giant in each army. That would be fantastic. We should probably do things that increase our income right now. Stonemeyer Tower could use defense. Oh no, it has a defensive building already. Cost 3,000 to upgrade. We have most of the recruitment buildings available. Like, what do we actually get from this? This would give us access to night goblins in this region. I don't think I actually care about that. This would give us access to wolf riders and spider riders. That would be okay. But maybe I just want more income buildings. And you've already got an income building, so I have no idea what I want to do with you. Nothing, I guess. We don't have to keep everything running. Do I want to upgrade our existing? I'm just like... My problem is that I don't have enough units, basically. We need to make a lot more money. Like, a lot more money before that's a problem that we can actually solve. And in this region we have... Yeah, I mean, I have to upgrade the income buildings. I know that it leaves me with very little money on hand, but... Steam Mountain had marble. Did I determine that marble doesn't do anything for me? Yeah, it doesn't seem to have unlocked any new building chains. Alright, yeah, let's just upgrade income buildings. It's really the only choice I have. What is this? Oh, this is the Greenskin Rebels. So do I want to bail on Valia's Sorrow? His army's pretty large, and it's well defended now. I maybe just want to go after those rebels. If he moves to Crooked Fang Fort, Well, before I do anything, hold up. What does his army actually look like? We can't tell. He has a shaman. He has black orcs. He has some units that aren't great. And then some units that are great. Goblin rock lobber. I think we're going to go back and deal with the rebels. I think that's important enough. We're just going to hope that they don't push south right away. I have a lot of fronts. Too many fronts in my wars here. All right. Everything's done. Is he really? I'm sorry, we're going to get obliterated, you suspect? That doesn't really add up to me. It's the damn Slayers. Like, all of the Slayers respawning instantly is really rough. Well, maybe I should have just retreated. But if I have a chance to run this guy off, I should take it, right? Like, maybe I should have just retreated. Made him fight me in a position where he, given him the choice to fight me in a position where he wouldn't get the city reinforcements, which he would not take, I imagine. But I don't know. Like, is he really going to win this battle? It seems crazy to me. It has to be the Slayers. It has to just be that the Slayers can win. The Slayers can drive us off. His unit can drive us off too. Like, his health being low won't matter if every time he gets anywhere near one of my units, it immediately breaks and flees. And granted, I was seeing his effect mostly on units that already had broken and fleed once, so maybe it's not quite as bad as I'm imagining. But maybe this was a real bad idea. It's possible. Man, I was really hoping to get control of this region. So if we lose this one, this army will have to stop fighting for a while. It's going to have to sit in a garrison or sit in a settlement somewhere and recruit. And we don't have the money to do real recruiting. This is going to have to be an army that's mostly made up of like savage orcs and archers. If I can just get if I can get the Beastman problem in the south dealt with, we have that incredibly expensive but extremely elite army that could really do a lot of good if I could just turn it against our enemies. Ugh, I don't know if there's any way to keep the Beastmen from showing up either. Yeah. Hey, cool, we won. I don't even know what spell we have available, honestly. So his reinforcements are going to come in from down here. And that's a huge number of units that we're talking about there. Let's put the night goblins in the forest here where they can hide. Most units have the can hide in forest trait. Okay. So we're hidden. I'm assuming he can't, like, see us, because that's what hidden means. We'll get him. Oh. You are way too fast, dude. Calm down. So what spell do we have access to? Just the buff? Okay. One thing you can say about dwarves, for sure, is that they are slow. These reinforcements are going to take a while to get to us. And I'm assuming that opening fire on them from their flank will cause extra panic. That may not actually be true. But I can at least make them have bad math. Oh look, your whole Your whole plan was based on me having a very slightly different number of troops than I actually have. Take that. You don't actually go in. Sorry. Sorry if that was confusing. Well, we're taking the Slayers apart pretty quickly. I'm just really worried about what's going to happen when it's just being their hero. I think he's probably going to beat us. Is he dead? He's not dead. That's like the only thing that matters. Okay, he's wounded. He's wounded, we got him, and it looks like there's just one Slayer left. Did we do it? We might have done it. Pause. Okay. So here come these dudes. Let's grab the archers and set them up here. A nice narrow line. Firing downhill. Okay, and grab all of the melee troops and set them up right behind. Boar boys are almost certainly dead. Yeah, you get in melee. You basically, yeah. Okay. Well, we put their lord out of commission at least. That's good. So what exactly does his buff spell do? It's plus armor piercing plus melee attack. So casting it on an archer won't help. That's a shame. We can probably look at him waddle. We can probably speed this up a little bit as they approach. Alright, you guys are in fire at will mode, right? Okay. They're hidden. Alright, pause. Let me issue specific orders. Actually, I really like the plan of shoot at their archers. Let's shoot at these ones, the ones that everybody can hit. And it is now time for all of the melee troops to step forward. Maybe not you. All of these melee troops to step forward. I was trying to let everybody walk, because I know that you can recover from tiredness during a battle a little bit, so I was hoping to let people catch their breath before re-engaging. Okay, we're doing good damage against their archers. Alright, do it. Things are about to get really ugly. So let's make sure everybody has every one of their units has at least one of our units attempting to engage it. Alright, who has orders? I really like that when you hold spacebar you can see exactly who has what orders. It's very helpful. Alright, gut shot in your sweet spider. You have to get in, I'm afraid. There's not really an option here. I would love for that not to be the case. Alright, let's buff up these dudes. I think we can still do this. Please don't break already. Alright, this dude may have to get involved. I'm actually going to reset some of these dudes because we're having some... we're going to get routed over here. Right, are both of their archers in flee mode? No. One of them is routed, one of them isn't. So let's grab all of our ranged troops and refocus them on the one that isn't yet routing. His buff will be available before too much longer. Our cavalry troop is also routing. This is actually going better than I thought it was going to over here. Are the boar boys? The boar boys have fled the battle entirely. We're actually getting some pretty good progress here, though. Like, the units are taking a lot of damage. Some of them are running now. He's actually doing a good job in melee. It seems like he's surviving, at the very least. One of their archer groups has regrouped. Come on, flank them. I think we're going to do it, you guys. I think we got it. So if this flank helps with the morale, which it should. Yeah, look at how quickly that morale bar emptied. Wow, it dropped to empty already in the time it took me to zoom in. Holy crap, we won. And I don't think we even lost that many people. It says close victory, but we didn't have that many to begin with. Oh, we lost more than a third of our army, actually. That's a lot worse than I thought it was. Losses were complete in Thorgrim Grudgebearer's army, though. And we have way more troops remaining than the city's garrison does. So, that's actually successful. That was a successful hold, and good work from me. Is our hero dead? Is our orc big boss? He was doing fine work. I'll be sad if he's gone. Also, I dig these Night Goblin archers are really effective against other archers. The poison... they're bad against armor, it says, but the poison seems to be really, really good against what I'm assuming are less armored, less healthy troops. I mean, I know that the dwarf archers are still dwarves, so maybe I'm overestimating the degree to which they are squishy. Because at the end of the day, it's still a dwarf. Plus, that beard's got to count as some kind of armor. Like, I'm not assuming that it's going to be hard or anything, but just like the density of it. It's got to catch arrows. Possibly occasionally a combatant's arm gets tangled in it. Alright, so what do we have left? We lost... It looks like we still have a boar boy. We still have most of our archer corps. We're very, very low on savage orcs in all of our units. We could combine some of these units up, and that would, first of all, lower our upkeep costs, because I believe that you pay the upkeep cost for the unit regardless of the number of figures that are left in it. Like, a unit that is 1 savage orc costs the same amount of gold as a unit that is 20. So we could save on upkeep a little bit by combining our dudes. We should definitely eat the captives. It's a pretty small heal. This is definitely not worth doing, only 245. We should still have the slaughtered captives buff for quite some time. Even though it's a tiny heal, I'm still gonna eat them. Alright, so they got heroes running around. I'm not too concerned about that. Hopefully they will deal with this and it won't become my problem. Okay, Redhorn tribe. Interestingly, they're just breaking off the siege entirely. I was expecting them to fight me. Alright. Yep, raiding. There's a million raiders everywhere. I do not remember... I think Sour was, like, real deep in the blue tree, right? Oh yeah, he had Lightning Strike. We gotta get Lightning Strike back. That turned out to be incredibly powerful.
I'm special.
Alright, this should be easy. Pyrrhic victory. Man, the AI doesn't... I shouldn't let the AI do things. Alright, well this army is staying put for... Oh my god, look at all that money. We definitely want to occupy. Alright, and we have complete control of the province. Public order is in the toilet. We're gonna have a rebellion. Let's put recruitment costs down, recruitment capacity up. We don't have any recruitment buildings. Uh-oh. How long does it take to build these? 2 turns? 1 turn? Okay, let's go, we can't build anything in Barak Var. I was gonna put the muster fields in Barak Var so that we'd be able to recruit Black Orcs. Shoot. Well... We definitely want to build one of these. But it shouldn't be in the Varenka Hills. It should be in one of the back, like Barak Dawaz Bag, maybe. I'm trying to figure out where's the safest place. Duk Karaz, I guess, is the safest place. It's the place where we'll see people coming the earliest. This is a real issue, though, and that's a full-size army in a region where we have very little in the way of defense. Also, this dude is a survivor. Look at that. I cannot believe he is still alive. Let's go weapon strength, man. Well, actually, hold up. This gives him Vanguard deployment, missile resistance, weapon strength plus 10%. We're definitely taking that when it becomes available. I think precise is the right move. Skill selections have made this character more effective at slaying enemy characters, so he now has the Murderer trait. Grutshad the Murderer. I like it. So I wonder if is there a point to this? Is it just that he can have a cool name, or are there other traits that will trigger off of him having Murderer? I wonder. He is. Wow. I assume a lot of this stuff was equipped to Sour. So let's take a look at this, because we can hook this guy up with a lot of cool stuff. The Rampager standard, that should probably go in our cavalry heavy army. Income from sacking settlements, sure. Income from all buildings. We should have as many of those guys distributed as possible. Yes, lower recruit costs. Okay, we don't really have a lot of other stuff unassigned. What is available in our cavalry army? Okay, wow, they actually have a lot of slots open. So we should definitely rock the Rampager standard on one of our troops here. So we go for this, right? Like, we can... I'm frustrated now, though. With these guys having broken and run instead of fighting us, that means that this army is going to be distracted chasing them down for so long. Oh, that's frustrating. Well, we got to get rid of them. It's not actually an option not to.
Come on. Go blacks it this way.
We need a wah. We need one really badly. We need an army that we don't have to pay for. Of course, now his fightiness is going to get super, super high when we don't have any units anymore. Alright, we can do some global recruitment while we wait for stuff to get built. And we should just build the... I'm gonna go ahead and even do it in Varenka Hills, I think. We just gotta get a muster field up. So that we have some local recruitment capacity, and we'll do some global recruitment while we're waiting. Let's get another Night Goblin Archer, probably. And then, like, just some Savage Orcs. Ugh. Expensive. Our income is in a great place, though. We've managed to fix our issues to such a degree that we probably, if we had held out, we probably would not even have trouble paying for that army that we disbanded way back when. So where's this Galbaraz? Galbaraz doesn't really need a defensive building, I don't think. What am I doing? I have 600 money. What's my plan here? Alright, you will probably get more distance by marching, yeah. My experience with the underways is that you really only want to use the underways when a straight line through the mountains is not available to you, but we have a pretty straight path here. Alright, so we'll be able to hit these guys before they hit like 20, probably. And how's his fightiness doing? It's not that high, actually. I'm glad we went to some goblin units. Like, we managed to get this army's upkeep pretty low. Actually, Savage Orc units have lower upkeep than goblins, for word's sake. I don't like these night goblin melee units. We should probably not be keeping them. So this is raise or sack 3 greenskins to get the next fancy item. The thing is, we really want these two, right? We want to complete this region. And I don't know how many more greenskin settlements there are. Oh, Blood River Valley. Yeah, that's right. I was going to figure out what I needed before doing this. So what, we're going to have a rebellion and there's nothing we can do about it? There's a military crackdown on. Maybe that will help? I guess I'll do this. We'll put on the obedience commandment, and we'll just hope that... Nope, rebellion spawned instantly. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. We need this army to have more guys in it, though. Beast Path Interception. Do I wish to intercept? Yeah. Yeah, I think we should do that. There's no retreating from getting intercepted while you're traveling the fancy way. We don't really need this. Actually, that's quite a lot of healing, isn't it? Yeah, let's take it. We'll eat the captives. The boys will like that. Get them. Never stop devouring beastmen. This time we really don't need to eat the captives, so let's just slaughter them for the buff. I didn't even look at all my loot. Of course they go after it one turn before we get there. They're gonna, Yep. Quib is already dead. The Red Horde tribe has been obliterated, that's good. We lost Spite Peak. Krugga Blackbog has started a walk. That's excellent. We really desperately needed that. The omens are ill. So, I don't think we want to anger the gods. We can afford to give up 1,000 gold. We can actually use the obedience. Let's pay tribute. We gained a ward... What does ward save mean? What is the meaning of that? Okay, an idol carver. That's good. And it's in the army that I'd want it in. Where's our dude?
I'll crush them all.
So what is a ward save exactly? Any type of damage is reduced. Oh, he just takes 10% less damage from everything now. Well, that seems fantastic. Cool. Yeah, we're going to keep pushing through. He got 2 skill points that turn. Ooh, he can ride a wyvern? That's cool. Alright, so we do have a walk now. Unfortunately, we're extremely far away from anywhere that we might need to be. I think we want to try to just run to the northeast for now. Let's give the Wa army a particular target. What do you think? Valia's Sorrow? Will we get credit toward that quest if a Wa army sacks the region? I'm not sure. Go get him. Okay, you have to go and take back... I'm surprised that the rebels are able to own cities. Okay, in this case, cutting actually through the mountains looks like a winner.
No way.
There we go. Alright, we'll be able to deal with this next turn. And unfortunately... Where'd those beastmen go? Oh, they're traveling to the border princes, it looks like. Either that, or they're just, like, getting to the other side of Barakvar to attack it from there. I can't really do a lot about it. So we'll go ahead and give income from raiding again. I like having a raiding army. We'll have to get back into it once once we have the time and attention to do so. Alright, we have some local recruitment ability now. Let's just get some boys. We just have to, like, get a force going. So this will put us at 14 units. It'll probably be enough to start in on the rebels. We don't want to let them build up a huge force. Whew, okay, what else? We still have some money. We gotta get Barak Var upgraded. Okay. I think that's all we can really afford to do right now. You probably don't have to show me my Wa army moving in real time. That's not necessary. Ah, the greenskins. This poor settlement. Okay, all they did was sack it. They can't have been worth very much money. It was just sacked. Or no, wait, we drove them off, didn't we? Yeah, they might have gotten some good money. They took 446. Hey, Gorfang's back. Not leading an army, but ready to be recruited. We might want to put him back to work. I think it makes sense to go through the underway to here. Let's switch this back to the event log. The Border Princes and the Vampire Counselor. Okay. Alright, I don't imagine this is going to be terribly difficult. Yeah. We have got to pay more attention to our public order, man. It's good loot. The Crown of Command. You can cast it on somebody to make them unbreakable. That's interesting. I wonder if you can cast it on somebody who's already broken to stop them. Does it go in the same slot as the mask? Yeah, okay, so he will not be using it. We should make sure that that our other characters are actually like equipped in all their slots. Because I don't think they are. Yeah. You should take the Crown of Command. That sounds useful. Magic resistance. Okay, all of our armor is currently in use. Let's give him... Yeah, we want a sword that has an ability on it, not a sword that's for fighting, because he's going to be garbage at fighting no matter what we do. And what about the cavalry? The Boar Lord. Is he actually kitted out? Let's give him 15% ward save. He's just, like, really tough now. Provided the, you know, the ward save stack. Can't imagine why they wouldn't. And Krugga Blackbog is driving our most powerful army, so I'm going to be very pleased when we can get him, like, back into actual service here. Alright, I think that's it. I don't think we want to recruit another army. I think we want to build up some money. We want to make some improvements. Crooked Fang Fort could probably use defensive structures, which I guess means that we have to upgrade the center building. Tringo Rakaz, maybe not. Maybe we can leave it. It's a little bit less accessible from the Greenskin lands. I guess Karakazul is still a danger. Fix my stuff up. Oh. It is generating income and growth. I suppose we ought to. I'm a little worried that our Wa is going to die off from lack of fightiness before we get to where we're going. But we should be able to do a pretty impressive job of raiding the Greenskins with these two armies.
Oh, mighty lord.
Oh, hey.
The fates have surely selected you for greatness. Thanks to my guidance, your tremendous power grows
working on it.
as if driven by some divine power.
Okay, just keep going. Our objective is, you know, just keep doing what you're doing. It's a great job. Alright, so we're still 3 greenskins off. We are coming along on this. We still have to figure out how we're going to deal with the Empire. I don't even know the Warhammer fantasy math well enough to know which direction the Empire is in. The only place we see humans is over here, so... Oh my god, I have no movement. We can't... I can try to move past them. So if we have 25% of our movement range still available, we can go into ambush mode. Why is this my whole movement range? Movement along rivers seems to be incredibly difficult. Alright, let's just... Wow, we can move hardly anywhere, actually. Yeah, let's do an underway move. Over to... Jeez. I don't want to move past them, because they get to intercept us. Our army's not weak, though. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to move past them, and if they intercept us, they intercept us. We might actually win the fight if they try to fight us right now. Okay, you guys just need to keep going. We're losing 3 a turn. So no, we got plenty of time. We're going to be fine. And where's our main army? So where's that at? He doesn't need to do any recruiting or anything. I mean, I guess he just goes up to here, right? Like, we just start bashing this stuff apart. We don't really need Karakazul. Oh, it is the major settlement in this region, and it does have salt. That might be high income for us. Oh, what am I doing? I have 9,000 money. I can definitely do, like, some meaningful upgrades in Ekrund. Who is this? There's a dwarf hero all up in my stuff. He's gonna try to ruin everything. Oh, what's he doing? He's deployed, I think. He's probably lowering our public order or something. Greenskins have absorbed the Crooked Moon. There's a guy trying to lay an ambush over here. I actually don't care about that even a tiny bit. Wandering Gits, a great migration of the tribes. So we can throw them out to get +3 obedience. Or we can let them in and get -3 obedience, but lowered recruitment cost and lots of growth. I don't know. I don't think we need the growth, but I do think we need the recruitment cost. We're having some obedience issues, though. Let's not push it.
This magic is real.
It took me so long to get here. They have so many units now. Did he shout cursive? Alright, well, it says that they are going to put up a pretty even fight. Do I think I can do better than the AI can? Probably. We probably have to do this manually. Even fights are dangerous. The result always does seem to be better than predicted when I take control, even though I only sort of at this point know what I'm doing. I've definitely learned a couple of things, but I still would say sort of is a pretty fair description. Like, I don't have a good grasp. I understand, like, when our troops are routing, and I know that flanking causes morale loss and stuff, but I don't have a great grasp of how to control my troops' morale. Aside from that, like, there may be better ways to safeguard my leadership. There may be better uses of my troops' limited stamina. You know, the becoming tired is a real concern. But it does seem like the AI doesn't use their ranged units that well. I'm always able to sort of scatter their units and then have my ranged units do all their stuff. So I guess maybe the AI tends to focus their ranged units on the infantry, which doesn't seem to be the right play. It seems like we're pretty effective doing the other thing, doing what we're doing. But honestly, once we get these rebels under control, we have got to start paying more attention to obedience. Like, I gotta get that under control. It's being a real problem. It would help if we had some more Wa armies, and I think that we're in a position where we can generate a couple of them now. If we can just get if we can just get our either obedience under control, or at least get our muster to a point where we can always fight rebels that appear right away. Alright, what do we got? A pretty flat land. There's a hill over there. There's not really a lot of varied terrain around. You can't really take advantage of a lot of high ground. There's no trees or anything. And we want to be careful about positioning our vanguard archers too far forward. Are you hiding? Oh, such stealth. Look at that. Because they have cavalry. They have a couple of types of cavalry, right? They have Wolf Rider archers, but I think they also... yeah, here we go. Just normal Wolf Riders. I'm not going to gamble. I'm pretty happy with that amount of starting power. And to be perfectly honest, I don't think this is a bad setup.
The forest may be used to conceal your movements, Commander.
I was kind of hoping they would come toward us.
Enemy under cover of the trees to retain the element of surprise.
Well, our little forest here is going to come to nothing. Alright, let's grab all of our archers and have them go for this, and everybody else just kind of like move forward at them. We'll just walk for now. I don't want to tire us out too much. Hills, mountains, forests, and rivers can be used to conceal troops or funnel an enemy's advance. Thanks, solid advice there. Alright, so let's see. Once his guys start moving forward, we might need to convert our dudes to a run. Our big boss is out in front because he's cavalry. Look at that. He's actually looking pretty tough for a goblin. This is pretty cool. Maybe I want to run him around to the flank instead. He should be capable of shocking their archers, right? Is he considered to be shock cavalry now? Oh, we don't get the full unit card in battle. I'm kind of surprised they haven't moved at all yet. This is a long walk. Can we maybe get to the part where the fighting is happening? It's possible that the game doesn't need to start us this far apart.
Running!
Come on, guys, move.
Shifting it!
I don't want to actually get in range of their Wolf Rider archers.
Running!
I just... Alright.
Tagging it!
Take it easy, take it easy. Are you guys almost in range? Jesus, they're just standing there. Okay, here we go. Maybe? They moved around, but they don't seem to actually want to do anything yet. Alright.
Moving fast! Rat boy! This boy!
Yeah, what? Shifting it!
Are they going to chase him? Because I might be able to lead their cavalry out. Alright, hold up. Let's assign some specific targets, make sure that the enemy units are getting caught and not getting to run for free into my archers. Yeah, sure. Get him. You can cross in front. You guys are already... Actually, these guys should be assigned to the melee units, because these dudes might do the skirmishing thing where they just fire and retreat. I don't want him getting caught in that while we're not paying a huge amount of specific attention to him. We are definitely vulnerable to losses of inattentiveness. That is a real concern. Now, like I said, I might be able to outflank these dudes and get in on the archers a little bit.
Shifting it!
Oh, no, they're going to catch him.
Time to get standing!
Should he just stand and fight then?
Right, Shaver! Clear it out!
Right, my ranged units want to follow their retreating ranged units, and I understand the instinct, but come on, guys, focus up. Alright, disengage. I thought he would help, but all he's doing is kind of getting his ass kicked. Go this way. Go this way. Go this way. Yeah, we're getting outnumbered a little bit here. Actually, he needs to turn around and come back to here. Alright, we've hurt their ranged units a lot. Where's Spider-Man? Okay, Spider-Man actually defeated that cavalry group that caught him. I'm actually pretty surprised by that.
Right, Shaver!
You guys turn around. Actually, he can probably help with this. Because this is just their lord in my archers. I think he can handle that. Let's do a quick reassessment. Where are all my guys? You have run off, but have regained your senses a little bit. Just get back to battle. You have orders. Yeah, as always, our ranged units have been allowed to go largely unmolested. Okay, those guys are breaking. Starting on these ones. They're ranged cavalry units. I'm not really sure what the best way to deal with them is. Oh, I think we're about to lose a lord here.
I'm the boss! I'm the best!
Yeah, I think we're getting skirmished a little bit by these getting skirmished on by the cavalry, the ranged cavalry. Oh, our lord is gonna, or our hero rather, is gonna get his ass kicked. Come on, break their morale. It does, like, it drops so fast. Yeah, I mean, we're not necessarily doing a great job against their numbers, but we're breaking their morale left and right. I don't know, the AI, something about the AI doesn't allow it to do a good job of dealing with our ranged units, and ranged units have such an ability to break morale, and I don't know if that's the case against every army. It certainly seemed to be a little bit less effective against the dwarves, but orcs and goblins just cannot handle ranged fire. It freaks them out. Even if it's not killing them. Like, look at how little actual damage we did to these units. But the just enduring the arrows destroyed their morale. The bar emptied so quickly. And you know what? Honestly, like, our one lone dude on a spider with a spear is doing awesome work. 19 kills. The big ones pulled off 64. Man, imagine if we could get some proper black orcs in here. And we have the money now. It's just a matter of finding the time to stand still and recruit them. So if we can get that Wog army up to where the Greenskins are currently, we can use them to do a little bit of sacking. Right? It's not... Wurzog's army doesn't have to do the sacking, does it? I don't think so. I think it's just we have to sack some Greenskin bases. So we can get extremely paid, use the money to maybe round up a fourth army, maybe just fill up our existing armies with extremely elite troops, like maybe kick a bunch of the melee Night Goblins out of Wurzog's group and replace them with Savage Orc Biggins and stuff. God, imagine that. He has so many bonuses to Savage Orc troops. Although it's so hard to know, like, how do I know if a bonus applies to all troops that are Savage Orcs, or is just applying to the troop that is named Savage Orcs? Maybe they don't do those large type bonuses at all. Maybe it's always specific troop names. Okay, it's not a lot of money. Slaughter the captives, because the heal from eating them is extremely small. Alright, well, don't give up. Really, it thinks that I'm going to do worse this time. Well, I bet if I auto-resolve, it is going to do worse. Damn it. Alright, we'll manual it. I wish there was a faster way to load out of the battles. Unfortunately, I may have to start editing the videos. That might be what I do. Adding any kind of editing really increases the amount of time I have to spend on the video, because re-rendering is a time-intensive process even for small changes. But it might be better than me trying to vamp for 2 minutes every time a battle ends. Anyway, I'm assuming that we'll be able to pull this off with smart use of our ranged troops. I can't believe that the game thinks we're going to do worse this time than it thought last time after our victory. But, again, there are two ways to win a battle in Total War, and I apologize for my creaky chair. I'm trying to move it into a reasonable position here. There are two ways to win a battle. You can have all of the enemy troops in retreat at the same time, it seems like, or you can kill them all. The last battle we won by having everybody retreat, right? Because we were able to use our huge amount of arrows to trivially break any of their units at any time. And that's probably how we're going to have to win this one, too. Because they do still have, like, a lot of dudes, and we don't really have a great answer to the cavalry. This army doesn't even have any goblins with spears. You know, I actually don't know if goblins with spears are better than just a random orc boy against cavalry units. Obviously, spears versus cavalry is a thing in every strategy game forever. But I don't know if, them being goblins has got to hurt. Alright, I'm not going to bother gambling for... Let's line up, like, seriously, right along the starting line here. I should not push forward just yet with my Night Goblins. We could start shooting at them right now, but I'm concerned that if I do, they'll just surge up the hill and murder us. Actually, let's grab these guys and have them run into battle. I should have rearranged this so the archers were, like, in the middle. Yeah, you guys go to here. Actually, go, like, up high. And then the other melee troops have to get... Again, I don't want to run if I don't have to. We can simulate running. I don't want to run just yet, though. So I want our troops to be... Oh. Okay, that was the trigger, apparently. Well, let him have it. And it looks like this is the time for running. What do I want to do with Grutshod? I don't even know. Alright, come on, break them. Break them, you can shoot them, I know you can. They're in range. You guys, you don't have to be in a perfect line before firing. Okay, well, we figured out what Grutshot's gonna do. Chase these assholes off. You get a buff. And actually, none of their melee troops are even coming forward. Alright, firing uphill's gotta be tough. You two gotta stop that cavalry charge from happening. You two... Yeah, I guess just still get over here. And you... Assume you will be fighting him. I'm still firing up the hill while running from him. Yeah, that's tough. Units that can fire while traveling are going to be rough for us. That was fast. I mean, I guess he didn't have a lot of health, but even so. Alright, it looks like their dudes are backing off, so let's, as always, change focus. You can help with this. I'm confident you will survive. Alright, our cavalry hero has driven off their cavalry archers. Yeah, look at the little white morale bar emptying. I actually don't know what the yellow bar is. The white bar definitely is morale, and the red bar is health, but I don't know what that third bar is. Oh, it must be ammo. It's only on the ranged units. Yeah, that makes sense. Change my mind. Take a flank. This should be pretty good. Wow, look at that. Yeah, getting hit from behind, like, destroys their morale. These guys are showing as being fleeing. Their little flag is white and flashing, but... Actually, there, right there, that's your target. Okay, I'll take it. And this should kill them, because they already fell back once this turn, so I think they don't get to do it again. No matter how many of their units appear to be alive at the end of the battle, I think this wipes them out. Whew. Okay, so we currently have nobody rebelling. I think that obedience should be pretty solid in our core regions, the areas where we started. Ekrund, Southern Badlands, rather, and Western Badlands. I don't know about basically anywhere else. There's been a lot of fighting in some places, and the provinces going back and forth really hurts obedience. Or the settlements, rather, trading owners all the time really hurts obedience. So we have to... The problem is all the boys are all riled up. We have to figure out a way of helping with that. So we can see that even though the Night Goblins were in position already and probably started firing first, they didn't actually do a lot better than the Orc boys at getting kills. The poison might be part of the reason that morale is dropping so quickly. It might be that the poison affects morale. Or this might just be luck. I haven't actually been paying too much attention to the kill numbers on the archers. Which is clearly a mistake, because analysis is a very important part of improving. It's true in absolutely everything. So, doing analysis rather than racking my brain for something to talk about might be a good idea. But I think we've hit on the fact that having a fair number of archers seems to make it very difficult for orc units to keep up their will to fight. Even if you can't kill them. It's like we killed almost none of these guys, right? They were slightly injured coming into the battle. But if you can just make them retreat enough, they just die on the run. You don't have to worry about actually killing them in the fight. Certain lords and wizards gain mounts that can fly. Man, I cannot wait to get a wyvern mount. That's a very exciting idea. Alright, so the Bloody Hands really desperately need to stop fighting and recruit. 5% is very, very small heal. We don't really need the treasury. Certainly not at the cost of fightiness. Let's slaughter the captives. And that right there is a huge amount of fightiness. So no, I was wrong. They can fall back as many times as they want, I guess. A Shroom Gatherer. Okay. Plus leadership for Night Goblins. -2 corruption in regional corruption. So yeah, what is this dude doing right now? Can I see? Can I know what his effect is? Ah, okay. He is lowering obedience by 5. That's not awesome. Obedience would almost not be bad if he wasn't doing that. I would love it if he cut that shit out. So, one thing we probably ought to build a boss tent here. Has to be in an area that's level 2. That's fine. That's almost certainly worth the price. Because we're having a lot of problems with obedience.
I ain't doing that.
We'll get as close as we can. Okay, well, I think that is where we have to end this one. I'm trying to keep these episodes a little shorter than like the Endless Legend episodes, but man, I keep ending up having to do an important fight. Alright, Sly needs to pick up some more levels of Counselor, probably. Again, he's not going to be with the army forever. Let's go ahead and end the turn, I guess, and then we'll quit for now. Alright, so we're going to be on them next turn. Or at least the Wa army will be able to push up onto them next turn. Is that really the furthest we can get? Can we get a march? Okay, a march lets us get pretty far. What about normal movement? Oh, normal movement will let us get to Karakazul. Ogrim Iron Fist has no units. And Karakazul has several. Does it have walls? Is there a way for me to tell? Okay. Some areas have, like, crenellations on the little banner, and some areas don't. And it's not just dwarves, because look. Does that mean walls? Let's get over here and see. They do indeed have walls. Well, they have so few troops that we can... Yeah, we can just crush them real fast. Our giant can bash their gate down. God, that giant is great. Awesome. Boy, and I thought there wasn't going to be anything cool to do for the rest of this turn. Definitely loot and occupy. Let's just take that big... That is so much cash. Ooh. Plus 10% weapon strength. Let's apply that. I think this dude over here has a weapon that gives plus 8%. Yeah, Ogre Blade. Screw Ogre Blade. Giant Blade. He's really the only one of our lords who does a lot of mixing it up. Although we can equip the Ogre Blade to, or we can, yeah, the Ogre Blade to that other hero, though, can't we? We don't have to put it on a lord. Alright, stand your ground. Yeah, we definitely want to get up to this. So, more Savage Boy stuff. Okay, let's equip that sword before I forget.
Who should we zap?
You... Oh, you don't have any weapon at all, either. Do I want melee attack and melee defense? Or charge bonus and melee... Actually... So, plus 8%... Bringing him to 421. Wow. He has a lot of weapon strength, so a percentage boost to his weapon strength seems like a good idea. There's no reason for him not to have this. It doesn't really do anything. We don't fight a lot of flying units, but... You should definitely have a potion of healing. Wait, should you? Because you could have a terrifying mask of E. Frightens nearby enemy units... Makes him immune to fear, and causes extra terror to melee targets. Yeah, man. Cool. He's really good. Wait, we're allowed to... Oh, no, it's because I have him selected. I could pop him out of the army and he could move.
Blot.
Actually, we may have him do that at next turn to try to assassinate this guy or something. Okay, but that, for serious, is it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the series as much as I'm enjoying making it, which is a lot. This game is super fun. Come back next time. Apparently, we're actually going to get this WoW going. And we'll see you then.